What's up guys, Jerry here, I'm back here again, and yet another ARC video. This basically turned into a how-to video of getting the mutations done, and I also wanted to show, I'm going to show some quick footage on the mutation bars when you craft these, how important these are, and how effective they are. In a future video, in a couple of days, I will show you guys that someone tried to raid me with over 200 plus dinos, and I managed to defend them off. So that video will be in a couple of days. But I wanted to show everybody how to make these mutation potions and why they're so important. The main thing is you need the mutation. Now you can play this on single player or on the server or any way you want to do it. You have to basically have the Mutant Madness mod. And for the Dodo Egg mod, you can put that on, but you don't need the Dodo Egg mod if you don't really care about having random Dodo Eggs. If you just want the mutation mod, you can simply do the mutation mod. And you don't have to do the dodo part. Come and join the server. This is actually a picture of the tribe list right here. This is a lovely tribe list of all the tribes that have been currently on the server. The Discord that is to my ARC server, and also for just my YouTube channel in general. And you guys can see, this is really show you guys all this stuff and all this fun stuff that we do. I do polls and stuff like that. Everyone wants to join the server? Come join the server. You don't even have to play ARC if you don't want to. If you just want to simply join the server, join the community, it would mean the world to me. All you have to do is simply click the link down below in my description. Of the video, I'm going to show you guys how to make these particular bars. Once you get the base goo and the base potions, you should be able to craft the bars of the stats you want. So, yeah, I didn't really show the actual bar physically being made in progress, but I showed at least the ingredients to be made. And all you gotta do is simply look for the bar, which bar you want to pick, and you can pick it once you have enough base potions and base goo. But it'll be more explained in the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you guys for all the support, and I'll see you guys later. Lovely new Indominus Rex army over here. My last stream, so the last thing I did at ARC was my stream. And I decided to go out and get some more parts and stuff like that. And I started to get more Indominus Rexes. I was basically making an army. I did happen to notice something pretty crazy. As you guys have noticed, look at the level of that dino. 867. Now mind you, all the wild dinos on my server, on my PvP server, are 150. They're normal official dino levels. So how did I get a dino of that ridiculous level? Well, it turns out that the mutation mod that's been on basically the entire time of all my servers, I didn't realize they have a feature. In the live stream, if you go over to a Motor and Pestle, I decided to make mutation potions. Now, as you can see, I'm still crafting base potions right now, but you can make mutation potions, and what these do right here, this was the OP mutation potion. Basically, it gives 254 points with 100% mutation pants. Now, I did this on stream, and I made this potion on stream and fed it to female Indominus Rex. OP mutation potions, they only last like 15 minutes, and you have a basic chance to one of the stats of the dino to get like 274 levels to that stat. Because as you guys can see on the side there, I got 254 points into oxygen, which is pointless. Basically the luck of a draw there. On this one, I got 254 points into stamina, so I got 18,000 stamina on this Morex, which is insane. And it also increased the level of the dino by 274 levels. So one mutation point equals one level, so you gotta keep that in mind, okay? However, what made this really crazy, to make these things called mutation bars, base health bar. Now I was wondering why these were so expensive to make per one. Once you make one of these, I had plenty of them, so I'm going to show you guys what they look like here. Here is some mutation bars, I got some health bars. I'm going to show you what this does. Health bar is a permanent upgrade. You can add this to any dino that you have tamed, raised, and what will end up, and it will stay with them permanently, okay? It's basically giving them a mutation point. You can add 274 of these bars to each stat, increasing the dino's level. And now let's say this cat right here, if he has kittens with another cat, the kittens will also inherit those stats. So basically, I'm going to feed him this bar, and as you guys can see over here in the health, changed up from 915 to 978 because it basically gave him a mutation point. into his health. You can do this to 274 times per stat. Very awesome, very crazy. So what I ended up doing, I ended up mutating my female Morarex wherever she is. For some odd reason, there's a glitch where if you're feeding like a already raised or tamed dino, the levels won't go up. So it's kind of weird, but the stats are still there. And when you breed them, that's when it shows the levels. So technically this female right here, I've named her female stud because I managed to get all of her health and melee damage stats to the max. If you guys would notice, look at you can't really notice the health very much, but the normal health for a Morarex is about between 28 to 30k health. She has 38k health. And she has 9,355 damage because she has been given these health bars. Now, when she has babies, baby Morarex will inherit the stats of that female, which I named her Female Stud. And this male now has the stats of that female. So he has 274 mutation points into his health melee. 548 extra levels into him before I can even level him up. So, and then that's not even including me leveling him up personally. So he can still level up also. And I can pick and choose what stats I want to put into that. So I can add in a bunch more melee into it on top of his already mutated melee. But though, like I said, you actually have to try for it. It's not something you can just get out of a drop or something easy to do. You actually have to grind out stuff for it. So only really dedicated players to the game and to the server will actually be able to do this. It makes it something more to work towards, you know? It makes something more to look forward to and work towards. I took it a step further. Seeing how I already have Dodo Mod, which I've had it again on my server for the longest time, lay random eggs. So all dodos in the map lay random eggs. The higher level of dodo you have, the higher level of dinos you get. Give them a mutation potion, they'll get a random chance to give them 274 points and do a certain stat. This is random, okay? I made mutation potions for a couple of these females, not all of them because it takes a lot of resources and a lot of grinding. 3 of these females have 274 points into health and melee. Other dodos that are not affected with the health bars have dramatically lower stats and health and melee. These guys have bars in them. So we can see the difference in the levels. Here's a normal level Bronto that you can get from the dodos, a level 250. This is normal. Over to these new dinos, Baby Karcha that I got from the dodos. If you guys look at the health, it is at 32,000 and it's just a baby. This is before imprinting, guys. And it has 1,480% melee because both stats inherited from the dodos of 254 extra levels into those specific stats, making this Baby Karcha a level 762 before I even level it up. Now every time my those dodos lay random eggs, all the dinos that comes from those eggs will get those stats. Anyone on the server can do this. Anyone on the server can do this. So if you guys want to join my servers, please. I had to make more mortar and pestles. I'm going to make a massive farm of this because it takes a very long time to craft all these base mutation potions. Is that Karcha? Oh, that thing's going to be terrifying, bro. Little fire wyvern. Look at you. He's looking pretty. He's pretty awesome. So, we're going to start building some greenhouse stuff. Back to that because we're going to need to make a bunch of these. Have more to go. Yeah, I don't want to be bumping my head on it. So, let's just do it this way. Like a double, almost. Yeah, because that's what I wanted to do. Wyvern have now 69,000. Oh my god. I'm laughing now. But until I'm a solo right now, so I'm laughing now. But if a Mega Tribe finds out, if a Mega Tribe plays on here and starts this, I'm gonna be done for. This is what our greenhouse looks like. It's not too bad. Looks pretty awesome. And their graphics look pretty nuts. So it looks pretty cool in here. What I start doing now is start making some crop pots. So craft at least maybe 15. Then we're also going to make a bunch of mortar and pestles. A bunch of them. We're going to make a massive ass farm with this, guys. There we go. We got 40 mortar and pestles. He's all messed up. Ah. Okay, so if you guys can notice, so here's our crop pots and here's all of our mortar and pestles. All these things are going to be all useful, and we're making this giant ass farm. Therizino, go grab a bunch of stem berries. And then we're going to get a butt ton of fiber with our lovely Therizino too. Oh, there's a dung beetle. Alright, so we're going to grab all the fertilizer out of this guy. There we go. Now we can actually see a little bit. There we go. Looks beautiful. It does rain frequently over here, and I'm pretty sure that if we make a bunch of water tanks above them or around on top of the ceiling, it might just help out. Blue thing that's around it, showing that there's water around. Oh, it's watering the plants. As you guys can see, if you guys notice that the water's going down, because it's watering the plants. We already got 5 stimberry seeds. That one, we're gonna put a stack of fiber on every single mortar and pestle. I was able to do this in chem benches, so this would be great, but apparently the mutant madness crap only happens in mortar and pestles. I guess it makes you work for it a little bit more. Oh, there they go. Okay, they're growing. They're growing. All right, after all of that nonsense of using all the fertilizer and doing it, we have a bunch of little stimberry plots. Woohoo! Put about 1,000 stimberries into each one of these mortar and pestles. And start crafting all the base food that we physically can. So 1 stack of stimberries and 1 stack of fiber is going to make me about 200 of the base goo. Now we're in production, guys. Now we're in production making these mutation potions. So we're putting 100 in there, and then we're going to turn this all into base potions for that. The base goo. It's the only time we really need the fiber. The rest is all just stimberries. There's a giant sunlight in my way. There we go. And now it's all crafting all these base. Now it's crafting a truck ton of base goo.